What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I do the last of my 10,000 steps. I kind of wanted to get them done a lot earlier than now. It's the nighttime. It's not super late, but it get dark about 5:15, something like that. Come 6 o'clock, it's like pitch black out here. It's not super late now. I think it's only like 7 or something like that, but it's looking like it's midnight out here, so it's not as late as it looks. But I'm just finishing up, getting these last steps in, and it's not as cold as it looks either. I mean, it's pretty chilly, but it ain't nothing like early this morning when I came out here to kick it with y'all. It was super cold out here then, man. But shout out to you guys. Follow me all through the day. You guys have clicked every video that came up today. I thank you for being here. I thank you for following me. I thank you for watching my videos and commenting and encouraging me to keep going. Let's get into this topic though, man. There's a guy, he was divorced over his Yu-Gi-Oh cards, playing Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Man, look. This one, it's a few layers to this, man. I mean, I got a few opinions about this simply because, you got to let people be them. If he likes playing Yu-Gi-Oh, that's his thing. I mean, is there really any harm in it? If the guy works, if the guy is never in any trouble, if the guy is not a cheater, the guy is not abusive in any way. I mean, his biggest vice is he enjoys a hand of Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, is that really all that bad? There's a lot of things that a dude could be doing that I could see a woman divorcing him over, but this just kind of seems a bit silly, and it's really indicative to how marriage is nowadays, man. They say 80% of the divorces are filed by the women. It's not the dudes leaving, it's the women. And I can see that because it just seemed like the women just leave over the silliest things. Now, if he's some dude that he sit around every day playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and he doesn't really take care of any responsibilities whatsoever, then okay. But I mean, he got to get the money to buy the Yu-Gi-Oh cards somehow. So dude is obviously working. There's no way. I used to have one of these habits. I used to play Magic the Gathering back in the day, and collecting them cards can be a bit pricey. You're not about to be no collector of any card game or have any hobby in general. Some people was collecting pop figures and stuff, or still do. You're not gonna have any hobby and you ain't got no bread. You got to be working for that. So I'm assuming that this guy was working, and as I said, if the dude is working, he takes care of his responsibilities, y'all ain't hungry, bills is paid, and he just likes to relax with some Yu-Gi-Oh, I really don't have an issue with that, man. And not to mention, why is this an issue now? I highly doubt the guy just suddenly became some avid Yu-Gi-Oh player after y'all got married. The guy had to have been doing this beforehand, and you were okay with it. Or maybe you weren't. Maybe you weren't okay with it, and you thought you would change him. I can change him, which you can't. I don't know what it is about women and thinking that they can change a man. I have no idea. I actually have asked over the years several women, it's like, why do y'all always think y'all can change a man? Like, build a man and make him into your own image. And they all say they don't know. Not one of them was able to give me an answer. But, I appreciate that, though. I appreciate that they was just straight up with me. They ain't even try to come up with no BS. I've asked several women this, man. Like, for real. I believe I've asked a good 6 or 7 women this over the last few years, and they can never give me an answer. It's always they don't know. I think maybe just instinctually women just have this thing that they believe that they can change him. Now, don't get me wrong, women have power. Some women, their love, it's almost like they're super, they're a superpower, man. They can like nurse you back to health when you sick as a dog. When you in a bad mood, they know just what to do, just what to say to you to like breathe life back into you. Their touch, it can relax you. You know, women are very powerful. This is why I'm all about, you know, women being feminine, embracing femininity, because that really is your power. Trying to go at a man with masculine energy, it never works. You are never going to get through with a man trying to come at him like you a man yourself. Femininity really is a superpower, and I think that women need to use it more rather than trying to be so masculine all the damn time, because it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. It just does not. The dude is masculine naturally, and here you are trying to emulate something that he is by nature. And you oftentimes come at men with all this masculine energy, but you won't meet another woman with that energy, which is very odd to me, because, you know, why would you come at a man all aggressive but be all soft and stuff, you know, walking on eggshells with another woman? Because I swear, all these women think they the baddest chick, they could whoop everybody's ass, but then when they in a confrontation with another chick, they be walking around on eggshells like, where'd that energy go? But let me get back on this, man. I think this is one of the silliest reasons to divorce a guy. People have hobbies, and I don't think they should really be shamed for them. Your hobby, because people have a really bad habit of this. They want you to feel like your hobby or what you do to relax is below what they do to relax. You know, if he likes to play Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon or Magic or whatever card game that it is in his spare time, he out there grinding 50, 60 hours a week, and how he manages to, like, you know, unwind, de-stress is to play his Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I don't have an issue with that. If your way of de-stressing and winding down is watching movies, that's cool, but that's what you do. But you're both doing this stuff in your free time. So whether you like to watch movies, they like to play video games, that one over there likes to play cards, it's all you doing stuff to unwind. So I don't believe anybody's hobby or what they use to de-stress is above somebody else's, because you're all just wasting time. You know, like, you get what I'm saying? You're all doing this because you have the free time to do so. What you do with your free time, that's up to you. You don't have the right to tell somebody else they could be doing something better with their free time, because you could be too, and you're choosing to do something. There is nothing productive about watching Netflix. There's not. So thinking that you're going to shame somebody else for playing video games in their spare time or playing card games in their spare time when you sit and you watch reality TV in your spare time, that's not exactly productive. And it takes a lot of nerve and a lot of self-awareness absence. Not self-awareness, but the absence of self-awareness. Like, really, you got to be devoid any type of self-awareness for you to sit up and fill your free time with watching all this trash TV, this reality TV stuff, but then you want to berate your man who likes to play video games or likes to play card games or whatever in his free time. It's just crazy. Stop trying to control people. Stop trying to change people. People got to be them. This brother here, who wife divorced him over this, you know, my heart goes out to him, because it's really silly. You know, I seen him, you know, he kind of, you know, he seems a bit on the nerdy side, you know, a bit of a geek, and that's cool. I think a lot of guys are him. He just kind of remind me of a everyman. He seemed like a really cool dude, you know, very down to earth, and he probably loved this woman very much. You know, really, he probably was willing to do anything for this woman. He probably would have died for this woman, but, you know, he partakes in a pastime that she doesn't approve of, maybe even a bit embarrassed of. And, you know, the sad thing about this is she probably believes she can do better than him, and more likely than not, she's never going to end up married again. That mythical guy, because this is what I see all the time. You leave some guy because your friends, because women always listen to their friends when it comes to leaving a husband. Your friends been telling him, leave him, you can do better, you deserve better, somebody else is going to be there to take his place. That mythical guy never appears. You leave your damn husband, and that mythical guy that's supposed to swoop in and take his place never appears. You end up alone because you fumbled the guy you were supposed to be with. Ladies, if you have that nice guy, keep him. It's okay to be with the nice guy. This, for all intents and purposes, was a nice guy, and for being a nice guy, he got divorced. You know, it's just, it's crazy. I hope this doesn't change him for the worse, because a lot of times stuff like this becomes a villain origin story for dudes, and they end up drinking red pill Kool-Aid and all this sort of stuff and really go down the ugly path. I hope that's not the case for him. I hope he stays being that you know, that kind of like chill, nice guy that he was, and this doesn't change him for the worse. But I don't know, to be quite honest, it probably will. But let me know what you guys think about this, man. Should she have really divorced her dude over Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't think she should have, man. I think this was a really silly reason. It just adds to, you know, the statistic of women leaving marriages over any goofy reason they could think of. It's like the streets be calling them so damn tough, and they looking for any reason to use to justify getting up out of there. So let me know what y'all think, man. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.